My name is Holden Hardman. I'm a videographer with a pretty scattered resume. This time, I'm taking you around my hometown of Pensacola to show you behind the scenes of some of our local businesses. These are the underappreciated individuals that keep our local economy thriving. And it does get a little weird for me sometimes.
We did it! We got one!
This week on Pensacola's Backyard Businesses. We're here right now at Pop Comics here in Pensacola. It's one of the lesser known comic book shops in the area. And what's kind of weird about it is that we're right at the heart of 12th and Cervantes, like right across the street from Publix. So it's really interesting that it's, kind of in this prime location, but nobody, I didn't know about it until, a year ago. I talked to the owner just very briefly, and I really just want to learn more about his story, how he started this business, why comics of all things, and how does he feel about competing with kind of more widely known comic shops like TBS here off of Creighton. So I'm really curious to see what he has to say. Let's go check him out. Hey Harley.
Hey, Holden. How you doing?
First off, I appreciate you letting me come in and talk to you about your business.
All right.
I think I told you, we talked briefly. I just wanted to know kind of how you got started with this business.
Well, I've been a fan of comics pretty much my whole life, since I was probably 7 or 8.
Same.
And so I had the chance where I had been teaching, and I stayed home with my son when he was born, and so I was able to segue into this.
One of the things that I'm trying to learn just for like myself is I'm talking to all these different businesses, and for somebody like me, I don't even know where I would even begin to start a business in terms of like financial stuff. Like, do you take out loans? Like, any advice, I guess, in that regard?
No. I went to like one class with UWF Small Business. So I did one of those classes, and they pointed me towards what kind of licenses I needed to do, and beyond that, I had really not much of an idea as to what I was doing. And but no, that was one of my goals, though, was not taking out a loan. I did not want to
start off in
debt. No, Lord no. And so being a teacher, I was prepared for long hours and low pay, and it's all true.
So how did you end up coming to this spot particularly?
I wanted to be near downtown, and there was a spot that I was looking at downtown on Wright Street for months and months, and I finally was ready to pull the plug and called the guy, and he's like, "Oh, we just rented it." And so then after that, I gave up kind of, because it was months of nothing, and this one worked out perfect because I'm about 1.5 miles from my house. Yeah. And so perfect location. I can't complain, and it's it's in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So
This is something that I saw you post on Facebook not too long ago, with somebody like threw something through your window.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Do you know anything?
No clue whatsoever. They somebody busted the door and then threw a can of gas in the store, and so luckily they didn't ignite it. I don't know. They were out for comics in general. I think.
Did they take anything or
no? No one came in at all. They just random act.
Wow. Well, that really sucks. I remember seeing you post that, being like, "Oh my God, that sucks so much." But I saw you got it fixed already anyway.
Like I was getting ready to go to work that morning, and the police came to my house to tell me. And so first he starts off with, somebody broke into your store, and then they threw a can of gas. And I was like, "Oh no!"
I just don't get the can of gas part.
No, me either. And so at that point, that was my sit down moment. I was like, "Oh!" And then he said, "I said, well, fire." I was like, "Oh no!" Like, you should have let off with that, buddy. All
right. So I've asked Harley to show me some of the comics that he has that are kind of near and dear to his heart, or just have some good general value or personal value. So what are we looking at here?
It's 4 issues of Batman, 404 through 407, and it's my favorite Batman story, and it's one of the, I've got about 10 comics that I don't like to sell, which is not a good idea being in business, but those are 4 of them. I don't like selling those. It hurts my heart a little when they go away.
Is this the death of his parents? Like, oh, this is Batman Year 1.
Year 1. It's just like it's at that point it was a newer origin of Batman, and a lot of this gets pulled and put into Batman Begins. Not in its totality, but David Mazzucchelli's art is probably his best work, and I'd argue that it's Frank Miller's best writing too.
So is Batman your favorite superhero of them all?
No, I don't think. I mean, I don't think I really have a favorite of them. It comes and goes with writers for certain.
Yeah.
Like right now, Batman is very good. Tom King's writing it. It's the best it's been in years.
Yeah.
But no, when it comes down to it, I don't have a favorite.
I can relate. I used to be subscribed to the Amazing Spider-Man. You know, I think like pre-issue 700 when Dan Slott started to write, and it was terrible. I felt like they were like Kim Possible episodes for Spider-Man. Like it was just, I hated it.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man is still probably my favorite superhero of all time, regardless. So it just makes me curse, like, come on, because you want your character that you love to be done justice to.
Yeah.
And everything.
I never liked Spider-Man until Dan Slott came along. So
this has been great. Thank you for having me. That's interesting, though. The perspectives of what makes a good comic or what makes a good story definitely changes too. So
yeah.
Dan Slott is not my cup of tea, but if it gets you interested in Spider-Man, I can't totally curse the guy.
He was on a little too long, probably, but I think he's about 10-year run. But
cool. Well, I think we told you that we're gonna we want to help kind of promote Pop Comics a little bit, if that's okay with you.
yeah. Advertising's always great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna get out of here, but thank you for having us, and hopefully we'll do the video some justice.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in.
Thank you. All right, let's get out of here and have some fun.
Let's get a selfie, man. So what are you doing this for?
If you take one from me.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Pop Comics.
I love it. That's great, man. Awesome, man. Thanks. I got one for you. No, I love it when people are invested in their own small business. Yeah, I think that's awesome.
You want to take a picture?
Take a picture.
Take a picture? Hey. Cool. Say thanks. Thanks.
Yeah.
Spidey.
Come to Pop Comics. Oh, crap! If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Got it.
Hey guys, Pop Comics. Check it out. All right, man. You're into comics.
This is awesome.
You need to shoot it again. Did you get it? You got it?
I got it.
Right on. All right, good. Fantastic. Have a good night. Go see Pop Comics. I don't think he's gonna come see you. Are y'all into comics? Go see. It's Pop Comics.
Hi, camera.
Pop Comics. All right. See you parents will take you. It's a great place. All right. All right. See y'all later.
Man.
Thanks, man. That.
I was born by the real. Hey, if you get that, they'll cost $10. Then you put two. You had to give me $10. I finished the whole song. I'm homeless. I will go to Canto. You go give me $10. They didn't put me no probation. I ain't never been no bad child. But listen, y'all.
Go, let go. What's going on? What's happening? I'm sick of New York. Y'all into comics, Pop Comics.
Oh, thank you.
So here's the deal. It's a great place. Just come on down to Pop Comics, all right?
I was born by the river.
Y'all go to Pop Comics, okay?
What up, though?
I like that shirt.
Thank you. I like that outfit.
You know, I try. I just run over.
He's like blowing behind me. No, I was like,
Oh, it feels fantastic in here. Holy Lord. All right, Brad Beard. Come down to Pop Comics. Peace. Come on down to Pop Comics.